Excited to get these games going.
Jimmy's with a pretty good follow. We got fans sitting down here in front of us. Indiana University, IU, South Bend. Not so many. It's a traveling, but I'll tell you what. Our second game will feature, as we said, Carroll College and Rochester University. Carroll, of course, the home team here. But the Rochester Ball Club, they put on some miles. They're 1,787 miles from home. So,
well, I think it's their travel plan as well, too. They had a lot of issues traveling over here out to Denver, Colorado, I believe, then on to Bozeman. So it'll be very interesting to see if that affects their gameplay. But I think it's time to get these games started.
We are ready to go, and we're about to introduce the Stockton Bank starting lineups. They'll be with us here in just a second. We got a 4-member officiating crew, just 3 of them on the court, 1 alternate in case I guess somebody gets hurt. Pulls our starting lineups. The IU Titans. You're looking at guard and Katie Guard, 2 outstanding players, and then Doy, who is a point guard and handles the ball for him. Emma Fisher, who can hit from the outside. To the newcomer of the Chambers, number 2. Don't forget about her.
It's got to be amazing to have 2 sisters that both scored over 20 points in the championship game, the CCAC championship.
And their coach, the South Bend coach, is head coach is Steve Bruce. There he is, and he's in his 27th year. He's coached a lot of basketball games. So the starting lineups about to be introduced here on the floor. We can take a look at the Jamestown route, starting 5-2 here in a second. But yeah, just to get here, when you think, as we were talking before we went on camera, Austin, 236 teams in the NAIA, and 64 is still. For you've got the center, number 20, Kaya Tower, their point guard, who kind of is the butter momentarily. Anna DeMars, number 2, she is all everything. And then Jalen Martinson and also Katie Busek, their guard. So, and they both teams play 7 to 10 players throughout the game. So it's one of those deals. This is a tournament time, but it's you're going home, and boy, all these teams have their eyes on the prize, and that's Sioux City, Iowa.
Yeah, of course. Jimmies, 72 points per game. They want to get out and shoot. As we look at Thad Sankey. 5th season for the Jamestown Jimmies.
Yep, and he is the coach of the year in his conference as well. We have 3 coaches of the year to include Rochelle Sayers, whose team will play in the next game. So here comes the starting lineups being introduced to the public address announcer, Lowell Peterson, introducing the starting.
Kia Towers.
Yep,
first time she was mentioned all-conference selection. Another great player alongside Hannah DeMars.
And there is Hannah. Like we said, we're all excited to watch her play tonight. Busek, number 12. She is out of Fargo, North Dakota. Looking at that, 8 kids on the Jimmy's team from Minnesota, 7 from North Dakota. So 2 states really that fill their roster. And for IU South Bend, as you would imagine, 9 of the girls from Indiana and a couple from Wisconsin.
For Jamestown, too, a name to keep an eye on is Audrey Rodakowski. A first time, she was an honorable mention as well, but all career highs in her points per game, free throw percentage, rebounds per game, and also her field goal percentage. So just a great year overall for this Jimmy's basketball team, and super excited to watch them play in person.
So the Stockman starting lineups have been introduced, and we'll turn it down to the floor for the national anthem here from the Carroll College PE Center in the capital of Montana on a cool day, 32 degrees. But you know what? After last week, we're not complaining.
Well, we got like 4 inches of snow last night. That was kind of unexpected, too, or 2 nights ago.
Yes, but it's above the 0 line.
Thank goodness.
Alexa Dreyer from Carroll.
Twilight
There you have the national anthem with one of the largest flags you'll find, at least in the Frontier Conference.
That I've ever seen.
Yes, it comes down from the roof, and it's, well, you can see it. I'll just put it that way. It's huge. Well, we're set to go. Three-man officiating crew, as we mentioned. Joe McMahon along with Austin Parr. We are ready for some basketball here, and you've been doing nothing but basketball lately.
Yeah, between high school, Frontier Conference basketball, it's just an amazing treat to be a part of. First time ever doing divisional basketball out in beautiful Kalispell.
Yep.
Had a game winner from the hometown team to win the tournament on the girls' side. It was absolutely
crazy.
Epic. I mean,
got the town of Kalispell excited, I'll bet. I'll bet. That's awesome.
Never got a game winner before, so that was a treat to experience. But we got two high-level basketball teams playing on the floor tonight, and
we do
over the next 2 days.
Audrey Radikowski will step to the center jump circle for the Jamestown Jimmies. She is a 6-foot junior center out of Dickinson, North Dakota. And Tia Chambers will step in there to meet her out of South Bend, Indiana. That's her hometown. She's a 6-foot graduate student. The newcomer of the year in the conference was Chambers. We're set to go. You can see it, the Jimmies in the orange, the Titans in the black, and we're underway. It's Towers is going to start this on the left side. Goes to the baseline, and we got a whistle right away, and picking up that charging foul, number 11, is Katie Gard.
I think that's kind of what the Jimmies wanted to do early, get a good kick out for a three wide open, but great defense by South Bend.
So back come the Titans with the basketball on their first possession. That's Chambers at the top of the keys. Note man-to-man defense for the Jimmies.
I think you're going to see a lot of face guarding on these two twins from the Jimmies defense.
That's Doy and the guard back in the corner with it. Chambers on the baseline having a problem hanging on to it. Some good aggressive defense by Redikowski down there. Guard looking for Chambers. They'd like to post her up, see what she can do in the block. She's turning double teamed right away though. Martinson came in to help. Guard's got it, and she'll drive in and score it.
Just so impressive right there from Guard. Shot clock winding down, doesn't panic, pump fake, gets the bucket.
Back the other way we go, and Martinson on the drive to the baseline. Can't get it to go. Radikowski can't get the follow. And back come IU. That's Fisher breaking it down on the right-hand side. Shot up and in from Maddie Gard. So the Gard sisters with the 2 buckets to start this game.
Just as you think you're playing defense on one of the sisters, the other one can score too. 25 points in the championship game.
Unbelievable.
Just an impressive duo.
That's Martinson. She'll go up strong, and looks like she'll pick up a foul on the drive, get a couple of free throws. Foul on. Yeah, it's Katie Gard. First foul.
Kind of looks like the Jimmies here are going to take advantage of some of their matchups inside, backdoor screen. Size.
They're big.
So
They're
look
physical.
at it in the inside.
Yep, a lot of strength on this ball club. Martinson at the line. And the lefty delivers the first one.
75% from the free throw line as a team.
So again, to set it, you've got 64 teams in the tournament. After tonight, it's 32, and after tomorrow, 16, and they all move on to Sioux City. So Jalen hits them both. It's a 4-2 game for the Titans.
I think that's what's so fun about this NAIA tournament. It doesn't matter what seed you are. All these teams are so good at basketball. Anybody can win.
Katie Gard's in the attack mode right now. She has gone after it. She scored once and just missed a layup there. She knows she should have made. Hannah DeMar's left open. Not a good idea. Bang.
Definitely don't leave her open from the outside.
My word.
She has all the confidence in the world, having one of her best career seasons as well.
She averages 18 points and 10 rebounds. She's pretty good.
I'd say that's pretty good.
3-time of the year in her conference this year. Shot up no good. We got a whistle, and on the rebound, we got a foul on a Titan.
You got to love the aggressiveness from the 3 top players on the court right now. Both the Gard sisters are trying to get in the lane and get their shots, but on this rebound, great box out there, got a lot of arm. It's definitely going to be a foul call.
Looks like some token pressure put on by the Titans. Jimmy's breaking up the left side. That's Busick with the ball.
Great pressure defense here from the Titans.
And works her way across the right side. Katie Gard keeping track of her. The ball in Chambers. She is working hard into Radikowski. She's working hard with Chambers down there. And we got Hannah DeMars with another bucket.
Is that just so impressive or what? Great defense by the Titans players. Doesn't matter. Better offense from DeMars.
DeMars just kept working. She's very patient offensively. Not overly quick, but boy, she's handled the rock.
And the confidence to shoot that ball with a hand in
Into
her
the
face.
lane. That's Fisher, I believe, missed that shot. And Busick out of there with it on the run.
Both teams wide open layups so far.
Check that. Madigard with the miss. Kaya Towers down the lane with the right hand. Switch it back. Duck under. No good. Out of bounds. It'll be Jimmy's ball.
She got a great screen.
At the top, yeah.
At the top. Could have dropped it off, decided to take it herself, but there's a great defensive player down there in my house.
Montana Tobacco quit line scoreboard and 7-4. Jimmy's in the lead. That's Martinson. Around they come. Chambers switches over. Goes back defensively, and the ball stripped out of the hands of Towers. Goes out of bounds. Last touched. But that is guard. Maddie Guard. Yeah, these guard sisters, they are the real deal. I bet there were some rough driveway one-on-one games when they were growing up. Oh, boy.
Absolutely
DeMar's
not.
left open again this time. Can't get it to go. Yeah, I bet there was some blood and tears.
It is far. Sorry, the bank is not open anymore.
No. Free ball on the way from Katie. Guard shot no good. Tia Chambers runs down that long rebound. Emma Fisher starts into the lane, loses it, goes out of bounds. It's going to go back to the Jimmies.
It'll be something to watch throughout this entire game. Jamestown does one of the best jobs at getting offensive rebounds, 11 per game, as we saw the Titans get the offensive rebound right there, and the Jimmies are 11-1 when they win the offensive rebound battle. So that'll be interesting.
Key for them. Martinson now with it for the Jimmies. Ball goes into Rodakowski, or no, to DeMars, excuse me, who's got Madigard behind her. And we got a whistle, and I think Guard just picked up a foul. Tough assignment for Maddie Guard. You've got a Hannah DeMars who is just a player.
Is caught reaching in here.
Yep, reaching around trying to knock it in. What I like about DeMars, from just watching her, researching a little bit this week, but watching her tonight, is she works so hard to get that post position.
Very patient player offensively as well. Tia Chambers been playing a lot of great defense early too. One deflection, a block as well.
Number 35, Hannah Hoggle, is in the game right now for the Jimmies. She's got it now for the Jimmies.
Another one with size coming off the bench.
We got a three ball from Tower. Bingo, splash. Kaya Towers, the 5'6" guard out of Big Fork, Minnesota, just drained it.
Like we said earlier, made her first time making the first team all conference. Great year for Towers.
Maddie Guard on the drive, tried to dish it off, stolen away by the Jimmies, and they're coming right back up 10-4.
Number one rule, never leave your feet when you're going to pass the basketball.
Here's DeMars, three ball, short. Towers gets the offensive rebound. Hoggle with it now at the high post, back to the basket. Chambers behind her, keeping track of her. Now she'll turn and attack. Back out it goes, and that is Sarah Lenz, I believe, number 12.
Just a great job by the Jimmies being patient in the paint. Early on, they're looking to drive, take advantage of those matchups, but they've got some sharpshooters on the outside.
IU in a bit of trouble right now early, 13-4, but no timeout. They're going to play it through. Media timeout at the next dead ball, I believe, but it's stolen away instead. Tower defeated up ahead to DeMars, but that'll go out of bounds, and that should be our first media timeout, I believe, but maybe not.
Maddie Guard didn't really like the non-call from the referees right there. She thought there was a before she lost that basketball, but
Jasmine Watts into the game for the Titans, who have the basketball. They are down 9, as you can see. And Emma Fisher will bring it up to Doy, and on the drawing the foul is Maddie Guard.
Worked early on for the Titans, getting that ball inside. They've had a lot of great looks for only having 4 points. Great drive with the left hand, draws the contact, can't get the bucket to go, but she goes to the line to shoot too.
I think the foul's on Hoggle. It is. And we've got a media timeout, first one of the game, 13-4 Jimmies. We're back.
Your estimated wait time is 45 minutes.
Are you tired of being on hold? Then don't leave your money with strangers. Call the people you know at Ascent Bank.
When you work with us, you work with community members who make time for you.
Our goal is to strengthen relationships and give back to our community.
We always work to be part of our community. So if that's important to you,
Don't leave your money with strangers. Call the people you know at Ascent Bank.
Ascent Bank, Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
In the Army National Guard, you'll serve part-time to be ready to respond at all times. You'll train to master the skills and equipment used to keep the nation secure and its enemies on the run. To be a leader and a member of a team. Become part of a time-honored tradition of vigilance and selfless service. Find your adventure at NationalGuard.com.
Welcome back to the Carroll College PE Center on the campus, Carroll College campus in Helena, Montana. It is first round basketball, and it's intense already. Jamestown Jimmies and the IU South Bend Titans are going at it.
Couldn't ask for a better start for the Jimmies, forcing 3 turnovers, shooting 50% from the field, 3 for 5 on 3-pointers thus far.
So Maddie Gard at the free throw line. She and her sister Katie led the team in scoring. Not a lot of points separated them. I don't know who ended up back and forth throughout the season, but she hits her first one.
To have 2 sisters score 45 points in one game, how are you going to stop that?
I don't know. So back come the Jimmies with the ball and the lead. They'll work it up the left side. That's Busick. She's going to hoggle at the high. Man-to-man defense by the aggressive Titans. Into the lane, we got a whistle, and I think Hoggle got called for a moving screen. Yeah.
I think she kind of grabbed her on the way by and tried to get away with it, but
just a little slow her down a bit.
Yep.
I'm impressed with IU South Bend's quickness. They can move.
Well, they got to start forcing some turnovers to take advantage of that quickness.
Here comes Rodakowski.
Jimmies are doing a great job at getting the half-court offense set and just scoring off of that.
Substitutions, and now we're set to go. The ball inbounded. And for the Titans, Sarah Doy will bring it up, work the left side. Leaves it for Rachel Robards, who's just checked in.
What a beautiful shot that is.
You bet. Graduate student, 5'10", out of St. John, Indiana. Averaging close to 10 points per game.
I believe they brought her in for the defensive end as well, using that size. Great defense by Tower.
Trying to get it to Tower, and she is getting nothing but pressure from number 15, Amaya Rufus. And we got a whistle on the shot. Foul called. And this one's on the Titans.
It's one thing when you play this face-guarding defense is somebody like Towers can blow by you, and then you're behind, and she's going to draw the foul every single time.
So Kaya Tower will go to the free throw line. Robards with the foul.
76% from the line for her.
Kaya, the first team all-conference this year in the GPAC. She along with Hannah DeMars.
Very talented basketball team.
Rodakowski battling for that rebound, almost pulled it away from the 2 Titans.
She's going to have a mismatch all night long if she wants to take advantage of it.
Watts had it, now back to Doig. Into the corner it goes. Watts to the baseline drive. Jasmine Watts, the junior out of South Bend. There comes Martinson. She'll check in for Tower.
Great aggressive drive here. Just what you want for the Titans. Slow the game down just a little bit, get some points on the board, and maybe try to speed it up.
Watts brings that energy off the bench. You got to have that. You get off the bench every night that can just give you a spark.
That's why they have that 6th person role.
Yep.
It's always a big one at all levels of basketball.
Watts gets the second one to roll in. Tower coming right back into the game. Didn't she just go out?
I think she thought she was had a little bit of hurt when she got fouled on the last play on her left wrist, but it looks like she's all right. Tough player.
So Lenz will sit down and Tower back in the game. I'm sure Coach Thad Sankey wants Tower on the floor as much as possible.
Wouldn't you?
Well, I'm not a coach, but my deep analysis says yes. And that's from years and years of watching games. Yeah. All right, enough of that baloney. Tower over there. There's Martinson. Works the left side. They're trying to get it to Hannah DeMars, and the Titans know they are.
Still a mismatch here, though, against guard.
Into the lane with the left hand. Crossover. She'll go right up over the top of the defender. Can't get it to fall. Had a pretty good look. Nice job of holding her ground and playing good defense that time for Robards.
This is what the Titans do. Quickly the other way for guard. That's what they want to do. They want to get out and run.
80, both very quick off the dribble, off the bounce.
It's nice if you don't know which one it is. All you have to do is say guard. You know they're sisters.
That's right. Very talented, both of them.
It's interesting the adjustments that the Titans have made after that first timeout. Face single player, more active on defense. I think the beginning of the game, the Jimmies kind of smacked them in the mouth a little bit. 13-5 was that score.
But the Titans have come roaring back. You're right.
Yeah.
Have made some adjustments, and they're right back in the game. 14-11 the score to the free throw line. Madigard, or excuse me, Rodakowski at the line. Now going to number 3 for the Titans. That's Robards.
That's a smooth stroke on that free throw right there.
Yeah, Rodakowski, good basketball player.
One of her best years she's had in all of her career.
Honorable mention, all conference. 1 of 2. And here comes Emma Fisher. She headed the lane with the right hand. Cut off to Watts on the baseline. Oh, excuse me, not Watts. That's number 15, Rufus.
Martinson on the reach-in. Going to get called for the foul there. A lot of reach-in fouls here early. If you take a look at the replay. Great drive here to the basket. Just reaching in there at the last second, trying to get a little strip.
The reach. Coming over to try and help.
Those type of fouls frustrate coaches. If you just go straight up, it's going to be so difficult for her to score. But if you reach in, almost every time the referees are going to call fouls, and that benefits the offensive player going to the line.
Rufus at the free throw line. So the Titans back within 3 of the Jimmies. Both teams looking to advance to the round of 32 and play here tomorrow night at 7 o'clock against the winner of our second game.
What a game. 15, Rochester taking on the home squad. Carroll College Fighting Saints, number 2 seed.
Kaya Tower into the corner, 3 ball on the way. Cordes, Katie Cordes can't get it to fall. And here comes Fisher on the fly.
They go quickly.
Chambers at the top of the lane, waits. Gonna leave it instead for number 21, Watts, and her shot no good.
Not sure if that's the shot that they were looking for in Steve Bruce, but
he's staying calm over there. Some coaches, you're coming out of the game if you do that, but
absolutely.
He's gonna let her play. Good for him. Tower back the other way for the Jimmies. To Cordes, back to Tower, deep 3 this time, splash! Kaya Tower.
Watch out. If she's hitting that shot, that is deep range right there from that three-pointer.
She's got 7 points already. We're not through the first quarter. She and DeMars led them in scoring, and you can see why. Fisher looking for some help here.
You can tell she has a lot of confidence, too. A little bit of a slow start, 2 for 5, but she's still shooting.
Yep. Rufus. Back out, it goes to Watts, and her shot no good, but Chambers there with the rebound.
Offensive rebound, Chambers.
Sets a nice screen. Watts goes into the lane, kick it into the corner, and Taylor Klenner misses that shot, and DeMars comes out with a rebound.
Titans haven't hit a 3 yet in this game, while the Jimmies are 4 of 7 from the three-point line.
Boy, the aggressive man-to-man defense, both ends of the court, but especially with IU, they are just in your grill right now.
Well, your season's on the line. This is what you're playing for. You got to move. You win, you move on.
Shot clock down to 5. Baseline drive by Tower. We got some contact on the baseline. What's it gonna? So that'll send Tower to the free throw line. She's already got 7 points on the night.
Didn't quite get her feet set. I believe that was Jasmine Watts.
Yep.
Kind of still sliding. Those ones are always tough for a referee to make. I mean, that was a pretty close play.
Half the fans think you made the right call, right?
Of course.
Always. So Kaya Tower.
If you're a referee, from the fans, you can never do anything right.
You can stop that because I'm never going to be.
Oh, I respect these guys 100%. Their job is more difficult than anyone's job in this building. That's for sure.
Montana Tobacco quit line scoreboard show 20-13. It's the Jimmies starting to extend that lead again.
Just 36% shooting for the Titans, 45.
Fisher right down the light side of the lane. Rodakowski challenges her, and she missed. Jalen Martinson out of there with it. She's getting nothing but pressure right now trying to bring the ball up. Needs some help. She finally gets it to Hannah DeMars, but she's got to get it across.
Ooh, that was close.
That must have been 8 or 9, right?
It was 9 seconds.
Mars trying to back her way in. To the baseline, cross-court pass, throws it away. Good defense that time by Katie Busick, who was trying to keep track of DeMars, which is not an easy job.
DeMars got open, had a nice drive in the lane. Actually could have taken the elbow jump shot, but being unselfish, throwing the ball in the corner, just overthrew her teammate. 18 seconds left now in the first.
This is the first time these two teams have ever played.
Ever.
Yep. And you got to see it.
I love it.
Sure. Someday you can tell your kids that, right? Baseline drive. Looking for Chambers in the middle. Nope. Can't get it.
Shoot it.
Yeah.
I don't think she wants to.
That's the end of the first quarter. Well, we're through the first 10. It's been wild. It's 2013. The Jimmies with the lead. And some good basketball, Austin.
Yeah, from both teams.
Dude. Fire. Grill master, huh?
Burgers, better with Pepsi.
Nobody's ever made breakfast as good as Wendy's new home-style French toast sticks.
I've never had French toast this good, not in my life.
Better than mine?
Mom, come on. You know, these and yours it's...
Answer the question, Tyler.
Yeah, Tyler. Answer the question.
Get out of here, Willie.
If you want a little something sweet in the morning, choose wisely. Choose Wendy's new home-style French toast sticks.
A hit in the morning, another between class, after school, and more before bed. Vaping sucks you in, not to mention all the chemicals. Thousands of teens are ready to take back their life their own way with My Life, My Quit. When you sign up with us, you'll get a free and simple quit plan that makes it easier to stop vaping. Visit mylifemyquit.com or text Start My Quit to 36072.
So many flavors of dew. I am thirsty. I must get the dew.
Cut! He's hypnotized again!
Do the dew.
Back at the PE Center, 20-13. The Jimmies with the first quarter lead. But Katie Guard into the lane, trying to change that right away. Finds her sister, says, here, you take it. No, excuse me, that's Fisher. No, I had it, right? I was right, it's Maddie Guard.
Yep.
There's 3 of them that look a lot alike, and Fisher's one. Yeah, Maddie Guard into the lane. Knocks her down. It's 20-15. Good play out of the timeout. Quarter break.
It was actually good defense by the Jimmies, just a better shot by Guard.
There goes Tower. Down into the lane. Gets it up off the glass. We got a whistle.
Offensive foul.
Yep.
And that's Maddie Guard taking the offensive foul. How many times you see a lady score on one end, make the defensive play on the other end?
Yep.
Whenever we edit it that way.
Yep. Maddie Guard turns around and let's go.
Great job, crew there, getting that scoring play right as I was saying that. Thank you.
Back the other way. Fisher to Maddie Guard into the lane. Short jump shot.
I mean, is that not her favorite spot? I mean, about 6-8 feet from the bucket.
Elbow left side.
She's trying to get there every single time.
Yep. Martinson picks up her dribble, throws it in the backcourt. It's going to be run down by Doig. Can they catch her? Nope. She's going to lay it up and in.
What a start here to this second quarter for the Titans. Just getting out quickly, playing great defense.
Almost another steal that time.
I think DeMars threw it off of Maddie Guard because she had no other option, didn't want to call timeout, but just the face pressure and the full court pressure from the Titans creating problems from the Jimmies. Cut that 7-point lead to 1 in just a minute.
So Tower will inbound the ball. team's lead, that 20-12 lead at the end of the first quarter, cut now to 1. DeMars will trot it up across midcourt. They'll swing it around to Martinson. Then to Lenz. To DeMars. She's going to work her way into the paint. Good defense that time by the Titans, but into the hands of Rodakowski after it's tipped. Shot up no good. And the rebound to Matty Guard.
Great defense by the Titans there.
Doyle bring it the other way. Into the lane, put it up off the glass. That's no good. Both teams are settling in now. Here comes Busick with it. Matty Doyle trying to keep track of Hannah DeMars. Not an easy task. To the baseline. High post, it's Radikowski with it with Chambers in her girl. Back out DeMars. 3-ball. Got a good look. Can't get it to go. She hit that first deep one, but she hasn't been able to connect lately.
They've been doing a great job on her. If she's going to take step-back threes, they will take that all night long.
What a great challenge that time by Matty Guard. They'll find Chambers on the baseline. A pass to Fisher and quickly snapped it to Chambers, and what a pass that was.
Beautiful ball movement from the Titans. Surprised we didn't get a jump ball there. A lot of contact.
21-20. Yep, they got the lead. The Titans do now. Far left corner, alone is DeMars. Can she change that? Yep. Bingo.
Maybe you don't want to leave her wide open in the corner. She has a tough time getting those contested looks, but wide open, she's probably going to knock them down.
Yeah, I'd have somebody spy on, keep track of her in halftime just to be. Into the lane, turnover. Steele comes away. Busick with the steal. To Lenz. Up the left side to Mars. Matty Guard right up with her. So giving her no space.
Just one turnover in the first quarter for the Jimmies. 2 already in this quarter.
Deep 3 on the way from Busick, and she can't get it to go.
5 of 10 now, 50% from the three-point line. Still solid for the Jimmies. The Titans yet have hit to a three-pointer, and they are only with impressive.
Katie Guard dumps it into Chambers. She's going to back in on Rodakowski. Turns in the lane, flip it up with 5 feet away with the right hand. Little too hard. Chambers having a hard time getting going here offensively. She's getting some rebounds, playing good defense, but they need some scoring from her.
I think she might be told to maybe drive a little more into the contact.
Out it goes. Busick, 3-ball. That one, nope. Rebound tipped around. Goes out of bounds. Who touched it last? The Titans did.
Great ball movement, great look for the Jimmies. That's all you can really ask for on the offensive end. Passes, unselfish basketball. Find the open player.
Yeah.
Take your shot. Can't knock it down. What else can you do?
So the Jimmies will inbound it. 20 seconds left on the shot clock.
Nobody open. She's in trouble.
Finally finds Lenz. And back out it comes to the top, and they'll reset. Kate Cordes with it. Deep ball, Hannah DeMars. Boom!
How many times are you going to lose track of the best player on the court?
I just said a few minutes ago she hit the first shot, but she struggled since then. That's over. Now Katie Guard, but she can't get it to go. Here comes DeMars quickly the other way.
Somebody's open.
Out to DeMars. She's going to back up. Around Robards, into the lane. Back out it comes to Cordes. That is Lenz on the drive. Draws the contact. She's going to go to the free throw line. Sarah Lenz, sophomore guard out of Belle Plaine, Minnesota. 5'7".
Probably has some of the best color-looking shoes on the basketball court. Check a look at these.
Yeah.
Beautiful drive there. Draws the contact.
Remember back in the olden days, and everybody wore the same shoes. That's long gone.
That's boring. You like to
so.
see the flavor and the personality come out in the basketball player. Something
there you go.
We get to do when the professional players have their own shoe line, right?
Yeah, that's true. Lead back up to 7 as Lenz makes. Great basketball here from the capital city. Another one to follow. Carroll College will take University. We'll have that one for you too, but this one is fun. Drive to the lane, put it up, nice drive and finish off. Watts with the finish.
I think after that three-pointer that she took very contested, her coach told her, drive the ball to the bucket. You can score down there.
And there's DeMars into the lane, put it up and in. She makes it look pretty easy. And
just
it's really
so
not.
smooth. And that is the main reason why she's the #1 conference player. So good offensively.
Doig trying to answer, she can't. DeMars already with 13 points. She has about 10 rebounds a game.
The impressive part is it's 45% shooting. You can see where she likes to get who. Her spots on the
Steal
floor.
this time on that pass. Laying it up and in is that Fisher. Amaya Rufus with the finish.
Those are always the hardest ones, the wide open layups.
Yeah.
It's easier to finish in contact. That's just my opinion.
Ball in and out of the hands of number 23, Jalen Martinson. We got a media timeout, 30-20. More basketball coming your way. We'll be back.
At Rocky Mountain Credit Union, we call this community home, just like you.
That's why we take a locally focused approach for our members.
Your financial success is our primary goal.
Whether you're refinancing your home,
buying a car,
starting a business,
or just need help with a checking or savings account,
we'll give you the financial tools you need to grow.
At Rocky Mountain Credit Union, we're here for all life events, big and small.
Stop by your local branch or visit rmcu.net to learn more.
Welcome back, everybody. It is second quarter action here, 4:38 to go in the first half, 30-25. One of these teams has a date tomorrow evening at the 7 o'clock contest here on this very floor. So with a victory tonight, the winner advances to the round of 32. There are 32 games going on tonight involving line. It's Katie Gard. Great play out of the timeout. Nice job of the coach that time. Steve Bruce getting something drawn up that out of that timeout to run, and they ran it to perfection.
Put the ball in your best player's hands. The Gard sisters just taking over this game so far.
Court is trying to go to DeMars, but it's knocked away, almost stolen away by Amaya Rufus, and she does get it back. So Watts back with the basketball, but Rufus had the pressure. She'll go to the lane, left hand up and in.
Isn't that pretty?
Yeah, beautiful drive.
That's back-to-back drives inside for her after she took that contested three.
Yeah. Into the lane goes Cordes. Up off the glass, won't go. Rebound, Katie Gard. Gets it out quickly. Sarah Doy's going to bring it up the right side for the Titans from South Bend, Indiana. They'll swing it around to Robards. Holds it, decides to give it up. Man-to-man defense, both teams into the lane quickly, but has it knocked loose was Rufus.
Great active hands there from the Jimmies.
Busick quickly down the left side. DeMars open for three, and again, you don't want to do that, but she missed this one.
That's surprising because that was probably the most open she's been all game.
Yep. 30-29, what a great basketball game. Glad you could join us here from a chilly Helena, Montana.
She's 3 of 7 from the three-point line now.
That's Rufus with it. She'll work the left side. In the corner finds Doy wide open. She's got some space, and she'll take advantage of that.
Beautiful looking pass right there.
Sora Dor can hit that shot. She's got 5 points on the evening. DeMars, Rufus on her, starts down the right side. Katie Gard comes over to help. She'll split the double team, and she gets the shot to foul. They're going to count it.
Called continuation on that. I believe that's on one of the Gard sisters.
And Gard inadvertently got her by the neck. Watch this on the drive. She'll turn. Oh, no, it was Rufus from behind. You're right. Reached around over her left shoulder. Generally, when you do that, they're going to get you.
That's a very veteran basketball move by DeMars, too, to keep the playing going, knowing that if she can get it up there, you know, it could count. You never know. Always want to throw up the basketball. You see some of these college players just throwing the basketball up, even when they get fouled at half court, because you never know.
Hannah DeMars, first team all-conference, GPAC conference, 3 straight years, and the player of the year this year. She's got 15 points, and we're not through the first half. Back we go, Maddie Gard. with the basketball into the lane. Left hand trying to scoop it up. It won't go. Rebound pulled down by the Jimmies.
If she was going to finish that, what else could you do if you're the Jimmies defense? That was a tough finish from guard.
Kaya Tower, her team knotted up 32 apiece. Into the lane, left side. It's Busick. The lens back to Busick. Back to Lens. Her 3-ball comes up a little short.
Bit of miscommunications from the Jimmies there. 2 players in the same area.
Fisher back out to Robart. Shot blocked. Robart gets it back. Underneath Katie Gard. Shot up, no good. Rebound swatted out of bounds. Last touch by Maddie Gard.
It's a good look for the Titans. Just a little bit deep on it. Phenomenal block from the Jimmies.
Jamestown 21-8 on the season. And IU 28-2. Tower works the left side. Tries to work her way around. We got an offensive foul charged to Kaya Tower. Great job defensively by Robart that time.
I was just going to say they need to get the ball into Kaya Tower's hand. She's been very successful, but
good she had position.
Just, great defense there. Getting in position, taking the contact. I don't think Kaya Towers agrees with the call. Thought maybe she stepped on her foot.
That's her 3rd personal foul, so she's going to have to sit down probably at the end of the half. They need her on the floor.
Very important to this basketball team. She was on fire early.
She's got 9 points. 15 for DeMars to lead them. Katie Gard, 3-ball off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound, Rodakowski.
The reason why that was short was the great defense from Kate Cordes from the Jimmies.
Out top, it's DeMars again.
Mismatch, of course.
She's going to head into the lane, trying to use that size advantage. Instead out to Lenz. Her 3-ball. Rush. Just drained it.
There's just so much eyes on DeMars. You want to help. Your brain naturally says double team her, but she could pass too.
Yes, she can. Fisher starts down the lane right side, puts it up. A little bit of contact.
A lot of contact there. She wanted the and one. Just an unbelievable finish from Fisher. Great answer for the Titans.
Back the other way, Busick in a hurry.
Basketball game.
Great basketball game. We've got another offensive foul. Rodakowski picks that one up.
Let's take a look at the replay here. She's just using that forearm extension just a little too much. You can get away with some contact there, but once you extend that forearm, that's an offensive foul all day long.
And I think Robards did a pretty good job of acting, made it look a little worse than it really was, but it worked for her. So back come the Titans. Down by 1 to the baseline drive goes Maddie Gard. It gets up, it won't go. It's off the rim and rebounded. Out of there quickly with it, it's Busick. And at the hands of Lenz, who just hit a triple.
They should take the last shot here.
Down to 10 seconds. Clock winding down. We're down to 6. Into the lane goes DeMars. And we got a whistle. She's going to the free throw line. Yep. On the drive, she was triple team. She just wouldn't be denied.
A lot of coaches and players might not like this. Her taking on a triple team.
Yep.
But she's such a talented basketball player. She knows she's going to draw contact there, try to get the and one finish, make it up at the free throw line.
Martinson checks in for Rodakowski. DeMars goes to the line. Her team up 1 in what's been a fast-paced first half. It's been fun.
This is fun. Yeah. This is amazing.
These ladies are going at it.
You can just really tell, these are some of the best basketball teams because when one team goes on a run, the other team's not just going to shut down and lay it home. They're going to come back and make their own run, as we saw the Titans do to tie this game up.
Tournament director Steve Jones will join us at halftime. We'll talk to Steve. At the buzzer, and that'll do it. So the Jimmies will take a 2-point lead to the half. But it was a hard-fought 2-point lead. And we're looking forward to more action. We'll be back at 36-34, Jamestown.
We are driven by an unquenchable desire for knowledge, for the truth that lay just outside our grasps. We are meant for more, made for more. We are unwilling to ignore that which calls to us, that which will transform us. With joy and curiosity, we will boldly find our path in a world of unknowns. At Carroll College, we are here for the adventure.
To all the Chevy Silverado owners out there, the adventurers and the doers, thank you for making Chevy Silverado the #1 best-selling retail full-size pickup.
It's Chevy truck season. Get 0% financing plus make no monthly payments for 90 days on all Silverado 1500 pickups and get $1,000 cash allowance on this Silverado with a turbo high output engine. See your Montana Chevy dealers.
By Steve Jones, the tournament director, here in a few seconds here. We're trying to get the mic moved over and a headset moved so he can join us. But 36-34, you can see it on the board for Carroll College, or at Carroll College, as the Jamestown Jimmies in the lead here over a very tough IU South Bend Titan basketball team. Two pretty evenly matched teams. And we're joined here in just a second by our tournament director, who's deeply involved in making sure that all of this works, Steve Jones. He's crawling in here behind the table. Steve, thanks for joining us, and I'm sorry about the facilities here where it's a little cramped, but you made it.
What's that?
I said it's a little cramped, but you made it. There you go. So welcome, everybody. Steve Jones, the tournament director here on the campus of Carroll College, and getting this tournament here at this site takes a lot of planning and a lot of directing. And once it's here, the work's not done. So you've been busy.
Well, you know, this year Charlie Gross, the AD, is in town not following his son in basketball, so it left a lot less for me to do than it did last year. But, you know, they kind of got the mechanism set up now, so it's kind of a routine deal for them.
Sure. Are you responsible to making sure there's enough housing for the teams coming in, or how does all that work?
Well, you know, it all started quite early. Of course, these teams are used to traveling,
yeah,
as all basketball teams are, and so we're really kind of give them suggestions. You know, you get to send them a list of motels where they're placed and that kind of thing, and then restaurants they can choose to eat at. And so, like always, as a host team, we are fortunate we get to support our sponsors.
Yeah, you bet, absolutely.
You know,
that makes it nice.
Yeah, it does. It's one of the ways you get to pay back to the community.
And the community, I'm sure, enjoys having these teams in town. It does bring some dollars into the community.
Well, sure it does, you know, and that's the thing. It brings a little excitement to the community itself, and it brings some new people in. I got to talk to some folks from Minnesota that were here watching their daughter play, and they had the grandparents with them.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
And, you know, they were having fun. They got here Monday, you know, and Monday morning they said they drove, and they're fortunate the weather didn't get them.
Yeah. Well, all three of these teams have traveled a significant difference to get here, with Jamestown the closest, actually.
Well, yeah, you know, and that's quite a drive in itself.
Yes,
you know, back in the day when I was coaching football, we drove out there and played them at home, and it's a drive.
It is a drive, yeah, especially in the winter. It can be a little snarly on that road. That's
yes,
for sure.
Is.
Yeah, well, it's been a great tournament thus far. I mean, the first half of this game shows two teams that are very evenly matched, but you didn't have really notification of what the teams were until about a week ago.
Actually, Friday morning.
Friday morning?
Last week, yeah. You know, they kind of take their time, but the conference tournaments were just
right
before that. So then they have to take a look at the standings and how they're rated as far as we're in the groups, and then figure out where to send them. You know.
So once the games start, your role then becomes a facilitator. So you're here to help the officials make sure they get in and out and all of this, that kind of stuff.
Well, and fortunately, after being here 37 years,
yeah,
just to have maybe answers to questions nobody else has, and just really a support role, make sure, yes. And I met all the coaches. I met them here for their shoot-arounds and for their practices, so they get to know me. And so there's a familiar face. We also have team hosts.
Okay.
So we actually have someone that is hosting the team itself. So we try to make sure that when they get here, whenever they look around, they see somebody they know they can come and talk to.
Try to make it feel like it's home at least for a couple days anyway for them.
Well, right. Try to be a good host, which means you want to be available.
Yep.
And you want to have answers to the simple questions.
Yeah.
They don't ever have big ones. These coaches are seasoned.
What'd you say, 36 years here at Carroll?
37.
37 years, oh my gosh. Well, then you would have all the answers.
Well, no, but I know where to find them.
That's for sure. Well, women's basketball sure has evolved over the last 30-some years. I'm sure you've seen a change.
It's amazing, that the improvement in sports in general, because all kids, men and women alike, they start so early, and they do it so long and so hard. And women's basketball and athletics, women's soccer, all the sports we have, it's a completely different thing than it was even 15 years ago. These young ladies are so highly skilled, and and they're
we're seeing that tonight.
Just
definitely.
Good athletes.
Oh yes,
and they compete.
They do. They play hard, and it's certainly a year-round thing. I mean, they have very little time off, just the same as the men's program. But
right, yeah,
it's great to watch them.
Well, they're these girls are talented. It's just like at Carroll, talking with the coaches. The coaches in these teams, they emphasize their grades. Their school, their participation in other things, and being good students, good citizens. And so it's really neat to support kids that are, young men and women alike, in this case women, that are, on a path to really try to improve themselves and learn something from that experience.
Absolutely, yeah. Well, I'm thankful that you had some time to come up and visit with us. It has been a pleasure to talk with you. You have 4 very good teams here in this tournament, and all very capable. And we're looking forward to the second game. Of course, the host team, Carroll, taking on a team that had to travel almost 1,800 miles to get here.
Right, yeah. They got the longest trip, and they weren't real happy about that.
I would imagine they flew. I hope they didn't drive. That would be a terrorizing drive.
Yeah.
But yeah, you just never know where you're going to end up. And there's 16 different sites going on tonight. They're all over the country.
Yeah, all over the place. And what different environments you're going to find it interesting. But if you think about it, they're all enamored with the mountains.
Are they?
They all come from places where that's not
true.
Their scenario. And Jamestown actually walked part way up Mount Helena to take some pictures.
Did they really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, yesterday, and it's fun listening to them. But they're giving their girls a chance to enjoy the opportunity they've gotten by getting them out, and that's the biggest comment is, wow, all the mountains, it sure is pretty here.
Well, they got a point.
Well, they do, and we say, yes, we like it, of course, it's kind of our thing, but it's neat to be able to share that with these young people and give them an opportunity to see a different environment and a different way of living in a different climate,
Well, your tournament's off to a great start.
Boy,
We're just halfway through the first game. We got 2 more full games to go after this one. But,
well, that's right.
But it's been a great start, and thank you, Steve, for
thanks for having me.
For joining us, and we'll look forward to talking
here.
Absolutely.
All right.
We'll break away. We'll get some more words in from our game sponsors. We're back after this.
So how exactly is Northwestern Energy delivering a bright future?
Thank you.
By making sure your lights come on every day.
And providing new ways to help you save.
By adding critical infrastructure
that allows our communities to grow.
By dedicating time and resources that ensure our energy's reliability.
And decreasing our emissions until we reach net zero.
It's your future and all of ours.
So we won't stop working
until it's as bright as it can be.
It's game day here at Point S, and I gotta say, their tire selections are a formidable defense against snowy roads. Nokian, Hankook, Goodyear, that's some lineup.
But that doesn't give enough credit to the offense. They show up every day with alignments, brakes, whatever's necessary. Look at that detail, the intensity.
Well, that's what's needed for those sustained drives.
It's an unbeatable combination. The talent, the skills.
And don't forget the product.
I knew you'd bring that up again.
So, we're in agreement?
It's Point S all the way.
Lung cancer is the leading cause of cancer death in men and women here in the United States, and it's higher here in the Flathead Valley than it is nationally.
Hi, my name is Bethany Weiler. I'm a pulmonary and critical care physician here at Logan Health.
If you're between the ages of 50 to 80 years old and you've smoked for a good portion of your life, have a conversation with your primary care doctor. Lung cancer has a very, very high mortality rate if caught late. However, if we catch it early, we could save your life.
Logan Health, advancing medicine, enhancing care.
Back at the Carroll College PE Center, Joe McMahon alongside Austin Parr, and first half has been fun and just some exciting basketball.
Fast pace.
Yeah.
36-34, obviously the Jimmies got the lead. They came out really hot, playing great defense early. The Titans made some adjustments into the first quarter, started the second quarter to close the gap and, bring this within a 2-point game. We're going to take a look at our Mountain Dew do-over of our first half.
So here you go. That's Hannah DeMars hitting one of her many buckets in the first half. 16 points to lead the way. And that is Tower from the right side, draining another one for the Jimmies. And then it was the Robards on the drive, and a pull-up over the top of Radikowski. Tower back with another bomb.
Hand in her face, too. Contested shots. Both these teams, both these guards making really tough shots, especially these guard sisters, pun intended.
There's Maddie twice, making 2 different moves to the basket. She's got it down there.
Press and play
She'll make
here,
a
ball
pass.
movement.
Great movement into Chambers on the baseline. She put it up and in from there. And then there's
Don't
DeMars.
leave her wide open.
Nope.
2 times they lost her on defense in the first half.
That young lady came off the bench and played great for IU, number 21, Jasmine Watts. And there's Fisher on the breakaway.
Titans use a lot of great defense to get back in. Great ball movement and passing, too, as well. And they started to finish at the rim when early on in the game they were having a tough time finishing. So great finish to the half for the Titans.
Great adjustments, I think, from both coaching staff, both ways. When you see a roll start and then they break through it. We'll be back with. Check that. We'll stick around. We got some game stats for you. Here we go. Field goal percentage, 45% and 44. So close there.
Which was a major difference early on, right? The Titans couldn't really hit these shots. Jimmies came out shooting 65% early. Obviously, the biggest differential there is a 3-point percentage.
Yes, it is. And 17 rebounds for the Titans to just 13 for the Jimmies. But, it's pretty close all the way through, and you would think so at 36-34. It was a larger lead at the end of the first quarter, but the Titans made some adjustments and came back in the second quarter with a vengeance.
Most impressive to me, too, is Titans started off with 4 quick turnovers in the first quarter, adjusted that in the second quarter later on in the half, and that's part of the reason why they're within 2. Also, they're 1 for 8 from the 3-point line, and they've only got a 2-point deficit. You got to be impressed with that if you're Coach Steve Bruce. Just an amazing comeback, at the end of the first half.
Yeah, I'm impressed with their efforts to get to the hole, to get to the rack. They're constantly trying to break down that defense and get into the rack on either side. The guard girls are really good at that, but they've had other players that have been able to do that too. 36-34. So let's take a look at our Frontier Conference sponsors. It is Game of the Week, our Frontier Conference sponsors, Montana Chevy Dealers, Cooper Tire, Tire-Rama. Here we go. D.A. Davidson, Irk Hotels, Property Management and Development, McDonald's, Northwestern Energy, Pepsi, U.S. Bank, and Logan Health. We want to thank those sponsors. The Frontier Conference would like to thank them for their continued support of the conference. Also, our network affiliates, SWX in Billings, in Bozeman, Butte, Great Falls, Helena, Kalispell, Missoula, Spokane, Coeur d'Alene, the Tri-Cities, Yakima, and on the Frontier Conference and Carroll College YouTube pages. We're happy to have you enjoying the game.
What a game it's been.
It has. It has been fun to call. We started the game by indicating we were anxious to watch, or I was, Hannah DeMars play, and she's lived up to that.
Hitting contested shots. Obviously, she can knock down the wide open shots, but the best thing she's been doing is being patient offensively, dribbling into the lane, finding her teammates as well when her shot's not open. And then we saw towards the end of the half, she can finish in contact. She took a triple team on to end the half, got contact, got to the free throw line, 2 easy points, which actually gave the Jimmies the 36-34 lead. So just a really impressive performance so far from the Conference Player of the Year, Hannah DeMars.
Yep. The conference, as we mentioned before, that has 7 teams in this 64-team NAIA women's field.
Considering the Frontier Conference, the host of this pod, Carroll College, only has 2 teams.
They do. On the men's side, Montana Tech is hosting a pod tournament starting tonight as well.
How impressive have they been all season as well?
Yes, they have.
Great basketball from Caleb Bellich, Asa Williams. decons, a freshman.
They've got some players.
You know what the craziest part about their basketball team? Not a single senior.
They'll all coming back. Unless they go into that crazy transfer portal, and then who knows where they're going to end up, right?
Yeah, Butte fans don't want to hear the word transfer portal with that basketball
Nobody
team.
does. No.
Jamestown Jimmy's going to start with the basketball in the 2-point lead here, third quarter. I hope this second half lives up to the first half because
the official having a few words with Kai Tower. I think that's Tom Dwyer. I watched him play high school basketball. He does not have any advice for her, I can tell you that. Back we go the other way.
I hope he listens to this.
I'll hear about that later, I'm sure. So they'll go right into DeMars. She's going to wheel, put it up over the top of Madigar. That won't go. Rodakowski with the rebound. She's going right back up with it, and she'll score.
That was impressive. I mean, she's got a mismatch and a lot of size on some of these defensive players from the Titans, but it looks like the Jimmies right away want to get DeMars on a mismatch post up down low, and she can either score or find her teammates from there.
Here goes Madigar down the lane, lays it up and in. Good ball movement by the Titans on their first possession to start the second half.
It's almost like a carbon copy of what the Jimmies did. Get the ball down low and look for your best players.
Montana Tobacco quit line scoreboard. 38-36 Jimmies. That shot no good, however.
It's 2 good looks from DeMars, 2 misses. Start the half.
So back come the Titans with the basketball. Doy has it on the wing right side, picked up by Busick. That's Chambers at the top. Redikowska gives her lots of room. She wants nothing to do with the triple. Fisher into the lane, left hand. Back to Chambers. Great pass. Ball fake. Up off the glass and in.
Great pass from Fisher down low. Pump fake. Knows she has a bigger defender on her. Uses the ball fake to score easily.
Towers creeping down the left side. Chambers on her step back. 3 on the way. Bang!
It's a player that you just can't give space, and you have to know that.
She's got 3 fouls, but
Chambers.
She also has 12 points. Remember, they had to take her out late in the first half.
I think her coach is going to tell her, know how important you are to this basketball team and stop reaching in. A lot of those fouls from the Jimmies were from reach-ins in the first half.
Katie Gard, a crossover, finds open Doig in the corner, right side. Shot on the way, no good. And on the rebound, Busick battling with Tia Chambers, and we got a whistle and a foul. I think it is on Chambers.
It's a foul on the rebound, but you still got to love the ball movement. I know the shot didn't go in, but both these teams just showing great basketball IQ, being able to find the open players and get those open shots.
Stand corrected. It was on Katie Gard. That's her third.
That's tough for the Jimmies, or for the
Tower
Titans.
And Tower with 3 for the Jimmies. Katie with 3 for the Titans.
See Chambers get in Towers' face now after she hit that 3.
Look at Martinson take advantage of that mismatch, go right to the basket. And a nice job by Rodakowski holding off the defender. 43-38, 7:47 to go. Just underway here in quarter number 3. The winner on to play tomorrow. The loser, the season's over.
It's got to be tough to travel all this way and possibly go home with a loss.
Guard into the lane, puts it up, and Rodakowski successfully blocks that without committing a foul.
Great defensive play there.
Watts checks in for South
her
Bend.
Up. Beautiful block there from Radikowski.
So the Titans will inbound it. They're looking to go to Chambers in the post. She's got it now. Back out it goes to Rufus. Her shot up no good. Or Watts, excuse me, follows her shot, gets her rebound, loses it. And Hannah DeMars comes out of there with it.
She thought there was a lot of contact, but I think she just lost the basketball.
Nice job defensively by Emma Fisher. Race up behind Hannah DeMars, who got around her and knocking that ball loose.
Sometimes when you get beat, that's all you can do. Most of the time, though, it's called a reach-in foul. She got a lot of ball there, though.
Katie Busick to inbound. Comes into Radikowski. Busick swings it around to the right side. DeMars going to take it from there.
That is impressive.
She's got 19.
She's hit more contested threes than she has wide open threes.
You need your stars to perform on the big nights, and she certainly is answering that bell, Austin.
50% so far from the three-point line.
Watts backs out, Tower on her, gets a screen. Open jump shot, up and in. Nice job by Chambers. Chambers come up to make that play.
Jasmine Watts, 2 3-pointers, missed them both. Then afterwards, takes
Busick.
the ball inside, scores easily.
Busick starts into the lane, back out to Tower. Pass is deflected, almost stolen away. DeMars comes out of there with it, and we got a jump ball. Sarah Doy got her hands in there and wouldn't let go. This ball's going to go back to the Titans.
Mars didn't really like that call there. Thought there was a lot of hands all over her before she got the ball, but great defensive play there from Doy, and they get the ball back.
Her arms swinging. It was get a little physical there.
You expect about two teams with their season on the line.
46-40, 6-point advantage for the Jimmies. Doy into the lane. Nice pass to Chambers. Can she finish? Nope, she hesitated. Back out it comes to Doy. Katie Gard into the lane. We got a whistle. Jalen Martinson had reached in, tied her up. Is that a jump ball? Yep, it is. The ball goes back to the Jimmies.
Very interesting. We haven't seen Maddie Gard on the floor yet for the Titans because she's got those 3 fouls.
Yep. How long will they play without her?
One of the top players of this Titan basketball team.
So Busick will bring it up. Sarah Doy causing all kinds of problems for Busick to Lenz. You know who has it on the right side. She'll go to the baseline. Floater. Rims in and out. No good. Nice rebound right back up and in. Hannah Hoggle. Hoggle with the putback. Makes
Can't
48,
teach
40.
size, Joe, and
Nope.
she's just a lot bigger than those girls. Easy offensive rebound, easy bucket.
Chambers gets it on the dish.
That's impressive.
Fisher with the dish somehow got the ball to her. I'm not sure how she did on that drive.
I don't know how she got the ball to her. Also, I don't know how she scored it with 2 defenders on her.
Busick left side. Looking for Hoggle on the roll. Not there. Alone in the corner is Tower. She can shoot it as well. On the way. Bang!
Towers is pumped up after that three-pointer right in front of her bench.
That 2-point lead is extended to 9 here quickly for the Jimmies. Titans got to do something here, Austin. They got to shut this down.
They're doing fine on the offensive end. They're just not getting stops on the defensive end. Having no
Chambers
problem
into the
scoring.
lane. Underneath it goes to Watts. She can't get it to go.
Can't ask for better looks if you're the Titans.
On the baseline drive, Busick is fouled. She's going to go to the free throw line and get a couple free throws. Katie Busick, 5'9", a sophomore out of Fargo, North Dakota. Timeout on the floor. It's a 9-point Jimmy's lead. Come on back for some more basketball.
So what did she do with him, Joel?
That was a wedding gift.
From us.
See the bubbly side. Remember, that behind every broken plate is one less chore you totally hate.
Bublé's right.
Those things really sail, don't they?
Bubbly sparkling water.
You work hard for your money and need access to it 24/7, 365, wherever you are. Stockman Bank's online and mobile banking lets you live every single moment of your day with confidence to stay in touch with your money. Stockman Bank, Montana's brand of banking.
Back at the Carroll College PE Center. Two teams are battling here. Jamestown Jimmies lead at 51-42 over Indiana University out of South Bend. But both teams got plenty of firepower left.
Towers and DeMars really starting to take over for the Jimmies. 19 points for DeMars, 15 for Towers. She just hit a big three-pointer in front of her bench, and she's 100% from the three-point line. 4 for 4 on the night tonight, and the Jimmies are 10 of 18, 55% from the three-point line.
She has 15. She's playing with 3 fouls. Busick at the free throw line. Drops that one in. That's her first point of the evening.
9 of 13 on the night so far for the Jimmies from the free throw line. Make that 10 of 14. Second one on the way. Now to
Rims
Jinx
out.
is fresh, and it's alive.
You did it.
It's the second time.
Fisher brings it up for the Titans. She's going to work the right side. Double team. She'll spin in the paint. Kick it out into the corner. They rotate it to Watts. Thought about it. Now she'll head to the baseline drive. Ball fake. Put it up. Drew the foul. She's going to go to the free throw line. Jasmine Watts, 5'9" junior out of South Bend. She has a knack for drawing contact.
Love the drive there. Love the effort from Watts, too, as well. She could have settled for the three-pointer in the corner. Instead, takes the ball, drives it into the lane, gets the contact, ball fake, 2 free throws.
Free throw up and in. Watts will get another opportunity. So you look over to the...
She actually took on a double team here as we take a look at the replay. Beautiful
on the
drive
baseline
there.
Yeah. Second shot up, no good. Robards with the rebound, however. Offensive rebound, but it's stolen away. DeMar's got a hand in there and peeled it away. She'll work her way across the midcourt. Some heavy pressure. And finally, the ball knocked away. Watts knocks it away, gets it back from Fisher. She'll put it up. It won't go. A lot of contact going on down there, Austin.
They're battling down there. Tough break there for the Titans. Get a wide open layup. I think she thought she had a defender behind her, but didn't need to pump fake, just need to go up. And
Tower, baseline shot. Won't go. Rebound. Guess who? DeMars can't get it to go. We got a whistle. We're going to go the other way, I think. Yeah, we got a foul on Hannah Hoggle.
She got a lot of arm there.
Here comes Maddie Gard. Katie Gard's coming in right behind her.
I was just thinking, how long are they going to keep her on the bench? She's got the most points on the team with 12.
Yeah, Maddie with 12. Katie has just 4 on the evening.
9 turnovers for the Titans, 7 for the Jimmies.
So back we go. It's a 9-point game. Jimmy's with the advantage. Maya Rufus into Doig. She's going to post up.
Great defense.
Out it comes to Robards on the miss, and she'll knock it down.
Pretty elbow jump shot. It was great defense by the Jimmies, but just lost track of her.
Her 4th point. Tower into the lane.
Great
nice
pass.
dish to Hannah Hoggle. She'll lay it up and in.
Again, what we said earlier, so much eyes on DeMars, right? She can find players.
Robards with it. Right side, that's Katie Gard. Top, Robards open for 3. She can shoot it.
She's heating up now. Back-to-back baskets for her.
You feel the momentum starting to shift maybe a little bit to the Titans.
They got to start playing defense, though. The offensive possession for the Jimmies, 17 of 35, 48% on the game.
They can't just trade buckets.
Yeah, Titans need stops.
Ball goes to DeMars at the top of the key. She's backing it out. Maddie Gard up with her into the lane, left hand.
She's got to be careful with those 3 fouls.
That's Lenz, open for 3. Boom!
It's just so big. Just when you think you play great defense on DeMar, she's driving in. She can kick it out to a sharpshooter on the outside.
And Lenz can shoot the ball. Crossover dribble gets away from Doig. We got a whistle on a timeout. Titans are going to take the timeout. 57-48. We'll be back.
Your estimated wait time is 45 minutes.
Are you tired of being on hold? Then don't leave your money with strangers. Call the people you know at Ascent Bank.
When you work with us, you work with community members who make time for you.
Our goal is to strengthen relationships and give back to our community.
We always work to be part of our community. So if that's important to you, don't leave your money with strangers.
Call the people you know at Ascent Bank.
Ascent Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Since before the birth of America, the Army National Guard has stood ready to answer the call to defend and protect the nation. Army National Guard soldiers share in an enduring commitment to serve their state in times of crisis and defend their nation in times of conflict. The men and women of the Army National Guard serve part-time in their own communities and have a stake in its continued security. To learn all about the benefits of becoming a soldier in the Army National Guard, visit nationalguard.com.
Well, we started it off by saying these are 2 evenly matched teams, and we weren't kidding.
All the stats pretty much even here. Field goal percentage, 3-point percentage is the only one that's very drastic. 57% for the Jimmies, just 18%, 2 of 11 for the Titans, but 9 turnovers to 7, 12 points off turnovers to 11, 21 total rebounds for the Titans, 18 for the Jimmies. I mean, very tight basketball game here. I think the Jimmies have just done a better job at hitting the open 3-pointers in the second half. They have 11 3-pointers. I mean, most teams don't even hit 11 three-pointers in an entire game, so we still got time here in the third quarter.
DeMars and Tower have 8 of those 11 between them.
And Tower, like we said earlier, she's still 100% from the three-point line.
You can go ahead and keep shooting.
While DeMars is 50%.
Katie Gard now on the inbound at Robart's baseline. She'll drive, put it up, won't go, and Sarah Lenz gets the rebound.
Smart defense by Tower there underneath. She didn't leave her feet, just put her hand straight up so she wouldn't receive her 4th foul.
Cortez brings it across. She's going to hand it to Kaya Tower. She'll start to the left side. Robart's out to meet her. Goes to the baseline. They'll swing it around. Lenz is open again. Rims in and out just off the front of the rim. Rebound put back up, no good. Rebound Lenz, left hand up, no good, but she's going to go to the free throw line.
They
Great
keep
job.
losing some of these sharpshooters here from the Jimmies.
Yeah, and Megan Lenz is one you can't leave her alone.
Lenz did a great job after shooting that three-pointer, coming up short, following her own shot, getting the offensive rebound. That's number 6 for the Jimmies. 2 offensive rebounds in that possession, and they are now leading the offensive rebound battle 6-5. Remember what we said earlier?
Yep.
11-1.
Megan Oswald get a little credit there, too, for keeping that alive. Got the first offensive rebound on that miss.
Absolutely.
Back we go. Jamestown with the lead. IU with the ball. Robarts is going to start down the lane right side. We got a whistle on the drive. Yep. So Oswald picks up her first personal foul.
We're almost through the third quarter, and Maddie Gard has not scored.
She's in the game. She'll inbound it to Doy, gets it back. She's going to come back up and set it up at the top of the key. She's got her sister Katie waiting on the left-hand side. Into the lane with the left hand. And what did you say?
And one.
Did you say something about her not scoring?
You know, all these people have been listening to me. I say something about the free throws, they make or miss it. I say something about scoring, they score. I say they don't score, they get an and one. This is awesome.
Repeat after me. Joe, you've never won the lottery. Why don't you say that?
Joe, I believe you've never won the lottery.
Thank you. Get a hold of my banker. Free throw up and in. Maddie gets a three-point play out of it. Off the bench.
If only it worked for my own life.
Exactly. Kaya Tower picked up by Katie Gard into the lane. Defense changed up a little bit here by IU. Baseline drive Tower, kick it out left side Lenz. They move the ball well. They're sharing it up off the glass, no good. We got an offensive foul, however, as Robart stepped up and took it, but they changed their defense. I don't know if you noticed there, but they changed it up. They went to a 1-2-2 trap.
Robards did a great job there. She knew Lenz was going to take that ball inside, got her feet planted, stood there, took the contact. It's not always easy to take contact from any player, let alone a player that has a lot of size on you. So really impressive defensive play there, and that's exactly what the Titans need. Maybe that's going to get them going 8 points, just 8-point deficit now.
Try to carve their way back into it before the end of the third quarter, and it's Maddie Gard. Oh, my gosh. Maddie Gard looking for a foul, didn't get it.
She carved up that defense quickly.
Yes, she did. Kaya Tower on the right wing. Katie Gard out there with her. Back out top, it comes to DeMars. Having a big night offensively. No surprise there.
Can't she hit her 5th in a row?
Tower.
Oh!
Boom! Kaya Tower, 5 3-point buckets.
Just an impressive shooting night from Tower. Might be one of the best of her career.
Robart trying to answer on the other end. She can't. Long rebound run down by Katie Gard. Good hustle to Robart down the lane on the cut. Lay it up and in. Great job by Robart by keep moving after that ball. She saw the ball go out to Gard, cut right to the basket, and got it for the layup.
They needed an answer there.
Busick will hand it to
They
Cordes.
Cut it to less than 9 in a while here. So if they can get a defensive stop as a last possession, that could be something that leads to their momentum in the
Down
fourth
to about
quarter.
10 seconds to go here in quarter number 3. 9-point lead for the Jimmies. Here goes Tower, starts into the lane, right side. It's DeMars. Left-hand drive in the lane, pull up, no good. Rebound, Rodakowski, but horn sounds to end the quarter. 62-53. We're set for the final 10 minutes here. It's going to be fun. Don't miss it. We're back after these messages.
To all the Chevy Silverado owners out there, the adventurers and the doers, Thank you for making Chevy Silverado the #1 best-selling retail full-size pickup.
It's Chevy truck season. Get 0% financing plus make no monthly payments for 90 days on all Silverado 1500 pickups and get $1,000 cash allowance on this Silverado with a turbo high output engine. See your Montana Chevy dealers.
It's game day here at Point S, and I gotta say, their tire selections are a formidable defense against snowy roads. Nokian, Hankook, Goodyear, that's some lineup.
But that doesn't give enough credit to the offense. They show up every day with alignments, brakes, whatever's necessary. Look at that detail, the intensity.
Well, that's what's needed for those sustained drives.
It's an unbeatable combination. The talent, the skills.
And don't forget the product.
I knew you'd bring that up again.
So, we're in agreement?
It's Point S all the way.
Back at the PE Center in Helena, Montana, quarter number 4 about to unfold in front of us. The Jamestown Jimmies, 62-53, taking a 2-point halftime lead and stretched it out to 9. But somehow, some way, you can just sense IU has an answer here.
Their season's on the line here. We're going to see exactly what this Titan basketball team is made of. They have no problem scoring the basketball. They've just had a problem with a lot of the mismatches on defense. So can they get stops and cut this deficit early on to start this quarter?
Matty Guard will start with the basketball in the corner to Doy. Top, that's Robards. They dump it down
Great
underneath
pass.
the Robards. Great pass and a finish. Nice play by Doy. And Robards, Robards moves well without the basketball. Busick into the corner, wide open is Cortez. Her shot up, no good. Rebound Robards. So they got to stop.
That's a break for the Titans. She was wide open.
Katie Guard, crossover into the lane, off the glass, and it just won't fall. Jalen Martinson chases it down and saves it.
Titans have had a lot of those looks all night long and just having trouble finishing those.
Tower pulls up inside the three-point line. She should have backed up and shot it. She's pretty good from back there.
Definitely.
Busick with the rebound, however. On the miss, we got a whistle and a timeout. Quick timeout by the Jamestown coach, 62-55. The score. Yeah, it's kind of. Let's take a look at our Game of the Week sponsors by the Montana Chevy Dealers. This Game of the Week is sponsored by the Montana Chevy Dealers and brought to you by Montana Quit Line, Stockman Bank, Point S Tire in Helena and Great Falls, Wendy's of Montana, and Pepsi. Joe McMahon and Austin Parr with you from the Carroll College PE Center. And for the Titans, as you said before, they seem to find the answer on offensively, but man, shutting down this Jimmy offense has been tough. And Kaya Towers has been a big part of that tonight.
Kaya Towers, Hannah DeMars, but also you got to give credit to Sarah Lenz, because when DeMars gets in the lane or Towers gets in the lane, she puts herself in a great position to catch and shoot. She's always been open, and she's been knocking down the shots. Tonight, she's 3 for 5 from the three-point line, 13 points on the game. That's a big, significant piece.
Absolutely.
Other than your two superstars, right?
Yep.
So, got to give her credit.
19 for DeMars, 18 for Tower. As you mentioned, Lenz with a big night as well.
It's efficiency, right? 4 for 4 as well from the line. Big-time buckets. You know, big-time players make big-time shots, and these are the type of moments when you find out exactly what your basketball team is about.
Jamestown, the Jimmies 21-8 on the season, and IU 28-2. Round of 64 underway here from the PE Center. Ball inbounded at the Tower. We got some contact and a blocking foul, and Robards is going to get called for this foul. She took a shoulder to the stomach, I think, and got.
It's kind of right in front of the fans there.
Yeah, watch
the replay.
On the replay. Well, guess the official had a good look. So Busick will inbound the ball for the Jimmies.
It's a lot of contact from the offensive player to the defensive player there, but
who are we to say? Cordes.
She didn't have her feet set.
Off the inbound, Katie Gard keeping track of her. That's Busick. Doy trying to track her down. Left side, Hannah DeMars. Towers is open from 3. They cover her quickly. Back out to DeMars. Into the lane. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Makes the pass, and we got a whistle.
Should be Fisher, I believe, is going to be called for the foul there. Reaching in. A lot of these players have been caught with these ticky-tack fouls, but if you're going to reach in when somebody's driving, I'd say 9 out of 10 times you're going to get called for a foul.
Second team foul on the Titans. No team fouls on the Jimmies here in the second half. Am I reading that right?
Yep.
DeMars into the lane with the crossover.
Mismatch here.
Keeps her dribble. Back out it comes to Cordes. DeMars has it. Backs up. 3 ball on the way. Oh, rims in and out. Rebound. Katie Gard.
Another over 8 minutes to go in this game, but if she hits that, that could have been an early dagger.
Into the corner. Gard. Katie from the corner won't go. Rebound pulled off by DeMars.
Tough night for her. Just 4 points on the night. 2 for 9 from the field. Not like her after scoring 20 points in the championship game.
Backdoor cut. Tower up the glass. It won't go. Rebound. Battled around. I think we've got Tower for a foul.
And that's her 4th if it is.
Yep, it would be her 4th personal foul. So she's going to have to sit down. So for the IU basketball team, this is an opportunity. Lance is going to come in for her, but Tower is the one they really need on the floor. She's their ball handler.
Almost like the quarterback of the offense.
Of course, when you still have Hannah DeMars on the court, you're okay. You're going to be fine.
I'm fine with it.
Yeah. She can handle it. Fisher into the lane with the right side, into the corner. That's Maddie Gard. Shot won't go.
Great offensive rebound.
She's got it. Or Katie Gard, excuse me. She put it up. That doesn't go. Rebound tipped around. Out of there with it is Busick. She's trying to break free. Up ahead to Hannah DeMars. They've got numbers. DeMars leading with her left hand out to the lens. Into the corner. Cordes, 3 ball. Up. Rims out. Rebound. Katie Gard. She's got DeMars back one-on-one. She's going to attack. Starts up with the left hand, and DeMars knocks it off. Knocks it out of bounds. Great play defensively by DeMars.
We know how great offensively she can be, but she just said, watch me on the defensive end as Gard takes the ball right at her in the middle of the lane. And DeMars just does a great job at sizing her up. She knows she's going to go up with the basketball, looks at the basketball. Beautiful hands there, active hands on the defensive end.
Before the ball left her waist, Hannah had her hand in there and slapped it out. Jalen Martinson's going to sit down. Radikowski back into the game.
A lot of fans on hand here in this.
We're starting to fill in for game 2, which will feature the local club, Carroll College. Ball on the floor, picked up by Fisher. Jump shot, baseline, up and in. Excuse me, that was Maddie Gard.
And boy, did she need that to go. Got the shooter's touch there.
Yep. She has 17 points on the night.
More importantly, she cut the lead to 5.
Busick to the left side, back out top, Cordes with Chambers staying with her, making it difficult. Cross court to DeMars, 3 ball, no. Rebound Chambers.
She's missed her last 3 shots, DeMars has. Very interesting for the Jimmies.
Fisher to the hole, we got a whistle and a foul. I think it's Lenz, but Fisher should get some free throws out of this.
Foul on Sarah Lenz, her 2nd.
All right, 5-point game, 6:54, plenty of time. You see on the replay, she started in some shoulder contact there on the drive, but plenty of time for the Titans. They just got to find a way to shut them down on the other end.
Well, I think this might be the strategy as well. You know, take the ball inside, get some contact, go to the line, shoot 2 with the clock not moving, right?
Yep.
Allows you to get a lot more possessions, but you're right. They need stops on the defensive end. As we look at Katie Gard over there on the bench, she is just gasping for air.
Montana Tobacco quit line scoreboard, 5-point advantage for the Jimmies, and it remains that as Fisher's first free throw won't go. She'll step back to the free throw line.
I'm really surprised that Robarbs is not on the floor for the Titans as she was starting to heat up, hit back-to-back buckets, but maybe it's a rest that's planned in the 4th quarter.
Back we go the other way, a steal almost by Fisher. Busick comes out of there with it. Her about to be double teamed. We got a whistle and a timeout.
Smart timeout there from the Jimmies.
Yep, Thad Sankey saw a trap coming and he knew they were in trouble, so they're going to take a timeout. 62-58. It's going to be a great wrap-up. Don't miss it. We'll be back after this.
At Rocky Mountain Credit Union, we call this community home, just like you.
That's why we take a locally focused approach for our members.
Your financial success is our primary goal.
Whether you're refinancing your home,
buying a car,
starting a business,
or just need help with a checking or savings account,
we'll give you the financial tools you need to grow.
At Rocky Mountain Credit Union, we're here for all life's events, big and small.
Stop by your local branch or visit rmcu.net to learn more.
Back out of the timeout, the Jimmies inbound it to number 12, Busick. She's out at the right wing.
Trying to get the ball down low.
Yeah, trying to get Radikowski instead cross court. They swing it out to DeMars on the elbow left. Starts into the paint. Gets it off before the shot clock expires, but comes up short. Chambers with the rebound. So an opportunity here for
some big possessions. Big possession right here. That's DeMar's 4th miss in a row. She's starting to struggle a little bit. All 4 of those misses are short.
Into the lane goes Maddie Gard. She's going to turn, put it up. That won't go. Rebound Chambers, right back up and in. Great work that time by Tia Chambers.
Fired up. That is something that the Titans desperately needed there.
They needed some buckets from their posts.
It's been the Jimmies working the paint inside, and Chambers says, I can do what you can do.
It's a 2-point game. DeMars with it. Trying to back it in on Maddie Gard, who is gassed. Busick on the right side. 3-ball up and in. But just when you think that Titans are going to make a comeback, somebody from the Jimmies hits a triple.
And that was a big one, somebody who we really haven't talked about a lot tonight.
Yep. It's just 4 points for her.
Yeah, first field goal.
Into the lane, Fisher. Out to Rufus. She'll drive, put it up, won't go. Rebound, handed to Mars, and she is just grabbed by Fisher.
Fisher was trying to say to the referees that was a jump ball, but unfortunately for Fisher, you can't wrap your arms around the entire defender and expect to get a jump ball call. That's not going to happen.
Well, only in Y ball, right? With the little guys.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You can take a couple extra hops.
I think Rufus is coming out of the game there because I don't think Coach Bruce liked that shot selection there. Contested shot, not moving the ball at all. So she comes right back out, and in comes Jasmine Watts.
Yep, Watts has come in, and she played a great first half. Busick up the left side with it, Doy with her. Back out to Hannah DeMars. She works to the left side, into the baseline, open for her. She's going to take advantage of it. Back out now.
By the Titans.
Trying to go to Lenz. Turnover. It's Katie Gard on the drive. Around Lenz, puts it up, won't go. Rebound, scramble. Busick out of there with it. Officials are letting him play a little bit, Austin.
Yeah, a lot of contact there. There was ball at first and then arm, but
DeMars trying to go back out top to Lenz, throws it away.
Turnover, Jamestown.
DeMars is looking at the referee like, how did I throw that ball 15 feet away from her? That ball was off the shoe of the Titans defender, but they give the ball to the Titans.
Yeah, Thad Sankey, the coach for Jimmy's, is trying to explain that to the officials, but
he is irate on the sidelines.
Yes, he is. Every possession huge here. 5-point advantage for the Jimmies.
Season's on the line here. This is big for everybody.
We got a whistle. Somebody's got blood coming out. That's Busick.
Yeah, she got hit in the nose, I believe.
Katie Busick, the sophomore guard out of Fargo, North Dakota, has a bloody nose, so she's going to have to come out. There's a little blood
on the floor as well.
They got to clean that up. Now, on the playground with the brothers, you just keep playing, right? You don't take a timeout.
No.
And you would never wipe the blood up. Just leave that there.
No, I want the blood to get on the brother.
Absolutely. Yeah, it just depends on which brother, older, younger.
Of course, I'm the oldest, so
there
I'm
you
the
go.
boss.
You made the rules.
That's right. Phenomenal basketball game here.
It is. This has been back and forth all night long. The Titans just refusing to let the Jimmies pull away. So let's take a look at our Frontier Conference sponsors. We'd like to thank the following corporate sponsors: Cooper Tire, Tire-Rama, D.A. Davidson, Irk Hotels, McDonald's, Northwestern Energy, Pepsi, U.S. Bank, and Logan Health. We'd like to thank all of them for their continued support of this Frontier Conference. Back underway, Doy with it on the right side. Out top to Chambers. They'll swing it around to the left side. That's Maddie Gard. Down low they go to Chambers.
Nobody open. Somebody's
Back
got to help her
basket.
here.
A little bit of trouble. Somebody's got to move. Doi does. Open for three. Shot off the front of the rim. Won't go.
She follows that. She could have got her own rebound.
Sarah Lenz with the follow. Races the other way. Finds Rodakowski, who ran the floor really well. And the rebound is knocked out of bounds. Last touched by IU.
Chambers trying to calm Katie Guard down there. She was, she was reaching in a lot on Lenz, getting a little frustrated as the at the mismatch battle there, but
Cordes inbounds to Hannah DeMars.
It's a veteran teammate trying to calm her down.
Tower back in the game with 4 fouls. Finds DeMars. She'll spin, go to the baseline, pull up. Off the front of the rim, no good.
It's 5 in a row now, all short.
Might be getting a little tired. She's played a lot of minutes and played very well. Baseline drive is Maddie Guard. They'll swing it back around to Chambers. Katie Guard on the left wing. Crossover into the lane, has it swapped loose. Cordes, I think, on the steal, on the floor with the ball, jump ball. And this goes to the Jimmies.
Maddie Guard really upset there. Thought she got hit on the arm as she was driving here as we take a look at the replay. Oh, that was actually all ball there.
Yeah.
That was a great defensive play there.
Reached in. That was Cordes. Reached in, swatted it loose. Ball to be inbounded, comes into Tower.
She might be more frustrated on her on the night that they're having tonight, shooting the ball.
Tower has it knocked loose. Watts. Heads the other way, off the glass, up and in. Nice play by Watts.
There we go, 3-point game.
Jasmine Watts. Ball comes inbounds now to Cordes. She's going to work it up the right side. Gets past Watts. Heads right down the middle of the lane. Somebody's got to cut her off. Open is DeMars. Nope.
Short again.
Gets a rebound right back up. In on the foul.
How do you stop that?
She followed her own miss. Went to the basket, got the rebound, put it up and in. Nobody checked her off.
And if you're Chambers on Indiana South Bend, you know you're boxing out one of the bigger players. So you got to tell your teammates, hey, I need you guys to help me out and box out on the offensive end.
Busick back in. Lenz is going to sit down. So DeMars to the free throw line. She has 21 points on the evening.
And that three-point shot was really short by her again, so maybe she can make an adjustment here down the stretch.
Make it 22 for the GPAC Player of the Year. So it's a 5-point game, 3 minutes to go. Plenty of time still for IU South Bend. But they need a shift right now. Let's see what's going to happen. We got 3 seniors on the court now for this team and a graduate student. So they got the experience, and there goes one of them to the baseline, and her pass is stolen away. We got a whistle. Tower was tripped, and I think it was number 15, Rufus that got her.
Towers read this drive by Guard the entire way, knew this pass was going to come, and then Rufus, I believe, just tripped her, I guess?
No, it was Katie Guard, actually. They're going to get Katie on that, and it was her. She had her left foot in there inadvertently.
And that's, that's something that could really end the game for them as the Jimmies are over the limit. Or, excuse me, the Titans are over the limit, so the Jimmies are shooting.
Rachel Robards in for
Robards in. Chambers is coming out.
I'm surprised they don't keep both of those two in the lineup. 2 taller forwards down low. Clutch free throws.
19 for Tower.
And the efficiency too, right? Like we said earlier, 5 for, should be 5 for, yeah, she's 5 for 5. Hasn't missed a 3-point shot.
Rebound comes to Guard on the second miss. 68-62, so she gets 1 of 2 from the line. Tower does.
They need to score quickly.
Maddie down the lane, starts up. Hannah's going to get called for that one. She just nods her head, said, yeah, I got her.
A lot on the body. She did a great job with her hands, getting a lot of ball on the block there, but that was definitely a body foul from DeMars.
I'll tell you what, both Katie and Maddie Guard, they can get to the rack. They both know how to drive.
Biggest thing they teach you on defense, too, is to keep your hands straight up. When your hands come down, like DeMars' hands you saw in the replay right there, that's a foul every single time. If you keep your hands up, they can't call a foul on you.
Doi checks into the game, replaces Rufus. Maddie Guard at the line. kind of an unusual free throw shooting style. Watch her. She kind of puts it behind her head and kind of flings it a little bit forward. It's unusual, but it's very effective.
Looks like a knuckleball.
It goes in. Take it.
2 for 2.
Busick inbounds. DeMars quickly double teamed.
Can't foul, though.
Not her, anyway. Here comes Busick up ahead quickly. Cordes had a 2-on-2. She's going to back it out with 2:32 to go on a 4-point advantage. Jimmy's going to run a little clock here. 16 on the shot clock.
It's very smart to hold that ball, bring it back out, run and play.
Tower work left side. Gets a screen from Martinson. Hesitates. Starts to the baseline. Pulls up. Cross-court pass to her buddy DeMars. Tries to cross over. Loses it back out to Busick. Her shot blocked. Great block. Shot clock violation. Great defense that time by the Titans.
That is just
really
what
good.
they needed. Really active hands.
Yep.
Referees letting them play. A lot of contact going on there when they were bringing the ball over the half court, but the hands right there on the defensive end for the Titans. As DeMars just kind of lost that basketball. Did a great job to get it to her teammate, but
Maddie Gard with the
who
ball.
else? Maddie Gard.
Here comes Fisher for the Titans. Her team down just 4. Robards into the lane. Puts it up somehow and in. I was going to say off balance, but
I
it
was
went.
just going to say don't force a shot here, and she forced one that went in. Impressive. We got a 2-point ball game.
2-point and a timeout. 68-66. The Jimmies holding on. 2-point lead. 1:57 to go. We'd like to welcome our network affiliates for today's game. SWX in Billings, Bozeman, Butte, Great Falls, Helena, Kalispell, Missoula, Spokane, Coeur d'Alene, the Tri-Cities, Yakima, and on the Frontier Conference and Carroll College YouTube pages. We're happy to have you enjoying the game with us. And what a game it is.
Got to give the Titans credit for hanging around.
They
2
won't quit.
for 15
Nope.
from the three-point line, but they're 27 of 60 from the field, 45%. They're just fighting. This is what it's all about, right? Fighting for your season, never giving up, and that's what we just saw in that defensive possession. No matter how tired those guard sisters are, they're going to continue to fight. They will not go down.
Talk about teams that are scrappy. Sometimes teams are described that way, Austin, and man, that fits IU to the T. They just, you can see it on the replay here, hands everywhere, all over the ball.
It's a veteran move by Maddie Gard, too. She knows the shot clock's running down, so she gets up into the face of the Jimmy's ball handler and gets a beautiful block, just what they need. And to go down and score, I thought that Robards kind of forced that shot at the free throw line. I thought she was going to find her teammate who was wide open underneath. Instead, she drains one from the free throw line, and we got a 2-point game. Full court pressure coming from the Titans here.
Busick will inbound. They'll try and get it into either DeMars or Towers. They finally get it into Martinson.
They don't have to foul here. There's a ton of time on the clock.
Just a 2-point game. Cordes gets it across the timeline. 20 seconds to go on the shot clock. She's going to hand it to Hannah DeMars. That's a good idea. She'll work the left side. Maggie Gard with her. Reaches in, tries to knock it loose before DeMars backs her down. Brings it back out. She's driving to the lane. Pull up into the corner. Cordes. Back out to Mars, open for 3. Off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound, Martinson right back up and in.
That is huge. Just when the Titans play great defense, get a miss from DeMars, offensive rebound kills them.
4-point advantage. Down the lane goes Maddie Gard. She'll spin, put it up right hand. Yes!
Big time answer from Gard.
Back to a 2-point game. We're at the 106 mark.
She's up to 19 now.
Busick across midcourt. Fisher keeping track of her, and now it's Kaya Tower.
They got to be careful. They're reaching a lot. They're going to be called for some fouls here if they keep reaching like this.
And the Jimmies will go to the line shooting 1-and-1. They're in the bonus. Steal. Out of there with it comes Katie Gard on the run over Hannah DeMars. Puts it up and it's knocked out of bounds.
It was
again.
Phenomenal defense by DeMars.
Hannah DeMars did it again.
Just really showing off her active hands there.
Gosh. It's exactly what she did.
She sizes up.
Yep. She waits. Watch it on the replay. She waits till the ball's down and she just knocks it loose without touching the hand. 2 great defensive plays. Looking to inbound, and we got a whistle. We got a foul on the Jimmies. Kayla Martinson. She inadvertently, I think, pushed the Titan out of bounds.
Jimmy's faithful right below us. Don't
Watch
like
her
it here.
Right there. It was Rachel Robards. They're trying to get it into her.
She was just using her body to box her out. I think that's what she's arguing.
Yeah. Thad Sankey, the coach, says, what's going on? And the official says, get back where you belong.
He's not happy about how far on the court he came. He's trying to make his case that he never came on the court, but that's I believe that's a team warning.
Yeah. All right, ball inbound underneath the bucket. They're going to try and get something in the paint right here. Let's see what happens. Comes out to Doy.
Get the good shot here. Don't have to force one. Find the open player.
It's a 2-point game. Left side. Katie, guard. In it goes. In the block. On the spin. Up off the glass. No good. Rebound Tower.
She was trying to force the contact.
I think we've got we got a Titan foul. See it on the replay. Shot went up. Rebound Tower clearly had it. And both Katie and Maddie Gard grabbed on.
That's really close, though, because Maddie Gard didn't touch her. Her sister had a lot of basketball there, so it could have gone either way with the jump ball, but there was a lot of arm there. So
gave it to Katie. They'll send Tower to the free throw line. Her team up by 2.
As good of a game as Tower has had, this might be the most important part right here.
This is where you want your senior. Right here at the free throw line.
Knew that was short out of her hand. You could see it.
So still a one-possession game. Make or miss here.
But when you miss the first free throw, the back end of the bonus free throws, it makes the second one that much harder, especially when it's this tight of a ball game.
Second shot on the way for Tower.
Missed
Won't go. Rebound Katie Gard. Up ahead to Fisher. Wasn't ready for it. DeMars with the steal, and they foul her. Oh, my gosh.
Not really sure what Katie Gard was looking at there.
Yeah.
She's a point guard. She can just take the ball. She threw it up to Fisher, who wasn't even paying attention, partly probably because Fisher thinks that Gard's going to take the ball up the floor.
And what a play by Hannah DeMars to be right there. Johnny on the spot, grab it, and get fouled. She'll go to the free throw line. She has 21 on the evening.
Can she knock down clutch free throws?
Yep, there's the first one.
3 of 5 on the night so far.
Make it a 2-possession
look at
game.
Fisher's not even paying attention there when Gard throws her the ball.
Hit her right in the back.
Could be the end of the season for the Titans right there.
Second shot, also good.
Most important
72-68. Timeout, Jamestown. Wow, what a basketball game.
Thought we were going to see possibly a tie game, maybe even the Titans take the lead there, and then they turn the ball over. It's just so back and forth. Clutch free throws by DeMars. Now 4 of 6 from the free throw line. Just an impressive basketball game for her. 4 of 12 from the three-point line. 8 of 24 from the field. Just an absolute dominant performance. 24 points. 19 for Tower as well.
Yeah, you mentioned DeMars offensively, her prowess. She's very good, but the 2 defensive plays she's made here in the second half on those breakaways where she swatted that ball loose and didn't draw a foul, just knocked it back out of bounds, gave her team a chance to come back and defend. Things like that turn games.
We also saw her miss 5 shots in a row, all short.
Yeah.
Then she started facilitating more and being more of that quarterback-style basketball player for this Jimmies basketball team. And they got a 4-point lead, 24.6 to go. All you preach here, if you're the head coach, just don't foul.
Yeah, keep them in front of you and don't foul.
Give them a layup, don't foul.
Exactly. Here we go, 72-68, 24.6 on the clock. We're underway.
You got to think this ball goes through the Gard sisters.
Yep. Fisher to Doy. And it's Maddie Gard. To the baseline drive, put it up right hand. Nope, it's knocked loose and rebounded by Martinson. 11.4 to go. She'll shoot some free throws. For IU, you're 28-2, obviously not used to losing, and they have been scrappy and fighting the whole way. Jamestown's had their hands full. Both these teams have played very hard.
Got to give them credit, but that play right there, the reason why that shot was missed by Katie Gard, guess who? What we just talked about was Hannah DeMars on the defensive end. Got right in the face of her there, caused that shot to be highly contested, very difficult shot as well.
Well, stick with us. We have another great game on the schedule here coming up right after this one. Carroll College and Rochester University. Second free throw.
Have a chance.
Won't go. And we got a timeout. Timeout on the court, 72-68, a 4-point game, 10.9 to go. So they're going to have to hurry, but I've seen it done before. Yeah.
Anything is possible in college basketball. This is what March is all about, right?
It's
we
crazy.
saw a buzzer beater in divisional high school basketball. 2 nights later, we saw a buzzer beater in the Big Sky Conference Tournament.
Yep.
Eastern Washington, the #1 seed in the entire tournament,
Came away with
goes
the win.
down. Anything can happen in these tournaments, and it's so fun to be a part of. What a basketball game.
This is what March Madness is all about, even at the NAIA level for sure. As we
Some of the
mentioned,
best teams in the entire country.
64 out of 236 teams are playing tonight. Tomorrow, 32 will still have their season underway.
I just love the grit and determination from this Titans basketball team, like you were talking about. They're not giving up. They're down 4, 10.9 to go. I guarantee you, coach is drawing up a quick play, either a quick 2 or an open 3 if it's open, right? Otherwise, get the ball down low, get a quick 2, and then try to trap before you foul just to see if you can get a steal. Obviously, you only have 10.9 to go, but if you get a quick bucket here, let's say there's 8 seconds to go, you could trap the ball handler first, see if you can get a steal, maybe another quick basket, tie the ball game up.
So on the timeout, the ball advanced. IU will take it out in front of their own bench.
Let's see what they draw up here. They got to go quickly.
Comes into guard. Now it's to Fisher.
Running out of time here.
It's Robards for 3. Shot blocked by Cortez and picked up by Busick, and that'll do it. That'll do it.
Bloody nose and all.
Cortez with a big block. Busick also right there on it. Great play.
Jimmy Faithful are on their feet because they know their Jamestown Jimmies are moving on. What a defensive play there.
Yep, Busick came up with it. Cortez blocked it.
Cortez.
Now Busick is going to get some free throws.
How do you make your impact on the game when you're 0 for 4 from the field and 0 for 2 from 3? You make the game-sealing block.
There
How
you
about
go.
that?
That's right. So Busick to the free throw line, just 4 points on the evening. But she got a bloody nose, so that counts.
She's battling.
Yes, she is.
She's a true Titan.
First free throw, well, she's a Jimmy. But
she's battling the Titans. That's what I meant to say. she is a Jimmy.
Well, she's wearing orange, so if she's not, she needs to get a new shirt. Hits the second one, 73-68, 3.4 to go. Wow, what a game.
5-point basketball game.
I'll tell you what,
3.4.
If the second one's anything like this, we should probably pay somebody for getting in here tonight.
It should be.
Yeah.
2 great basketball teams. No matter what seed you are in the NAIA tournament or any basketball tournament, anything can happen on any given night, right? What top teams I saw, in divisional basketball, cold shooting nights.
Sure.
Anything can happen. Big Sky Conference tournament, you have one of your worst games, comes against one of the highest seeds, and you can be eliminated just like that. Same thing can happen in this basketball tournament.
One and done. You don't win. So just 3.4 seconds to go. It's a 5-point lead for the Jimmies. The Titans to inbound. Comes into Fisher. We're down to 2 seconds. She needs to get the ball up. Robards will fire it away at the buzzer. That won't go.
Out.
And the Jamestown Jimmies live to move on. Survive a huge challenge from South Bend. And they come away with a 73-68. They'll play tomorrow night at 7 to be determined their opponent. We'll be back after these messages.
Nobody's ever made breakfast as good as Wendy's new home-style French toast sticks.
I've never had French toast this good, not in my life.
Better than mine?
Mom, come on. These and yours it's...
Answer the question, Tyler.
Yeah, Tyler. Answer the question.
Get out of here, Willie.
If you want a little something sweet in the morning, choose wisely. Choose Wendy's new home-style French toast sticks.
To all the Chevy Silverado owners out there, the adventurers and the doers, thank you for making Chevy Silverado the #1 best-selling retail full-size pickup.
It's Chevy truck season. Get 0% financing plus.